Well, it was a busy start for the offseason for the Falcons, who decided that they needed changes as they fired defensive coordinator Jimmy Lake.
After interviewing 7 potential replacements, they landed on their guy who was officially introduced Monday. Maria Martin joining us now. So, Maria, what do we need to know about the new DC here?
Well, you need to know that he's been here before. A lot of people will recognize Jeff Ulbrich because he was in Atlanta before. He was also a defensive coordinator for 4 years with the Jets before being promoted to interim head coach this last season. And before then, as I mentioned, he was on staff right here in Atlanta. Reggie Chatman has more on what's different this time around.
What's happening, guys? How are you?
New Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich's second stint in Atlanta began with handshakes and hellos and a clear message that he's excited to be back.
All my children, my wife, they really, they've embraced Atlanta as home. It just was a no-brainer in so many ways.
This will be part 2 of the Ulbrich and Raheem Morris pairing as defensive coordinator and head coach, this time without the interim tags, and with a new understanding that came from their time away from Atlanta.
We needed that opportunity to leave. For myself, it just provided unbelievable growth, not just schematically, but how to build a defensive roster, how to communicate with the building. Although my core principles are the same in many ways, my football brain is in a completely different place.
When it comes to scheme, Ulbrich says it'll be a collaborative effort alongside Morris and the rest of this staff. This defense will be multiple, with the goal of making things harder for quarterbacks this season.
Affecting the quarterbacks is my top priority, getting them off the spot, hits, all those things. I don't know if our first run here, if we always had a schematic answer when things got sideways on game day, and the ability to pivot when an offense pivots. So the multiplicity, it's powerful in that way that you got answers. You know, to just say, we got to play harder and faster and more physical, that's one way to approach things. You know, or you create real schematic answers to problems.
Cover the Falcons from here at their indoor facility. I'm Reggie Chatman, 11 Live Sports.
Reggie, thank you. Jeff said he's looking forward to proving his worth here in Atlanta. Super Bowl 59's matchup, it's officially